will have other stuff for you to work on. Okay. Our test is going to happen on the 1st, March 1st. That's a Tuesday, I believe, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's still a ways away. And next week, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to write a quiz. Okay, so Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Monday's a holiday, yoo-hoo, right? And then so Wednesday, we write our quiz, most likely Wednesday. So I'll let you know for sure tomorrow. You can pencil in Wednesday already though. Okay. Okay, so here we have an amortization table which really zooms into every single payment. It's almost like this is, before we only knew it's like, okay, this is my payment, right? Hello, hello? Page 24. This is my payment, and then we zoom into, well, what happens every single payment? So please try. You have to pay attention when I talk about this because I want you to understand what happens. So interest, there's a lowercase interest, and then there's like the total interest. Remember when you calculate the total interest, it's like how much interest you paid overall for the whole loan. And then lowercase zooms into one payment, and then the next payment, and then the next payment, and it shows you what happens in every single payment. And lowercase p is because every payment has a principal portion to it. And that goes towards knocking down the amount you owe. In this particular loan, because it's a 3-year loan and it's monthly payments, you would have 36 of these for the whole loan. Like the bank actually has this, right? They have this information available. So at any point in time, they can tell how much interest you're paying. All right, so let's answer this question here. How much interest did you pay over 3 months? The first 3 months, I should say. Let's add that. The first 3 months. It's not just any 3 months. It's the first 3 months. Okay? And so what you would have to do here is just grab those values we've calculated and just add it up. Okay, so we add up all, like the interest for every single month, we add that up, and we get $103.47. So a common misconception is students just take the first number and they just multiply that by 3. 3542 times 3. And that's not what's happening. It changes every month. The principal portion, it's the lowercase p, right? So it's 261.48, 262.41, 263.34, and it slowly goes up, right? So you've paid, if you type that into your calculator, it's $787.23. So this is only the first 3 months, folks. Okay, this is not the whole loan. We've just zoomed into 3 months and just kind of do a little bit of a summary. Okay, what happened here? So at the end of the third payment, you would still owe $9,212.77. Okay, and so I'll tell you this. If you have extra money towards this loan, the best time to put it down is right at the beginning. Like ideally, it's your down payment. If you can't do the down payment within the first 6 months, try to save up more and boom, just put it down. Because it's the most interest you pay is at the beginning and then it slowly goes down over time. And then again, saving money is hard to do these days. So you're already, the housing market, I don't know if you follow it at all, it's going up quite a bit. If you can save up a down payment now already, do it, okay? If you have 20 grand or 30 grand by the time you're ready to purchase a house, it makes a big difference. Go ahead. Let's do one more here. On page 25, right at the top there. I'll get you started and you'll complete that just to do another warm up before we do the next section here. Let's see if you remember some of it. I hope you do. Jamie purchased a vehicle for $3,500. She has to borrow $3,000 to pay it. So meaning that $500 was already paid up, right? That's the down payment. So this is our loan. Okay, this is our loan. This is the interest rate, and it's being financed over 4 years. Complete the amortization table below. The first thing you need to do, if it's completely empty, if not filled in at all, you need to figure out the payment first. So we take the 3,000 and we multiply it by a rate over 1,000. If you go to page 18, match between 4.5 and 4 years, so you're going to get 2288. Okay, so make sure you write this down because we need to have this to start off. And that gives you a payment, and it's a small payment, but it's also a very small loan, right? 6864. Once you sign the deal, your interest rate is locked. Everything is locked in, right? The payment doesn't change. Even though the market may go every which way, it doesn't change for you. So let's go ahead and plug in that payment into our table. And I wish you would know, right, that this keeps going, right? Like it keeps going for, in this case, 48 payments. Now we're going to zoom in and see what happens inside of every single payment and how our unpaid balance goes down over time. Okay, so here we go. I will do this one more time. This is lowercase I and this is lowercase p. Okay. I can zoom in a little bit on this one. Let me just try this. There we go. So interest, let's write down the formula one more time, is loan, right? Loan times interest divided by 100, all of that divided by 12. To get our principal portion, we will just take our payment and we will subtract the interest we just calculated. This one right here, we're going to subtract. And then we get the principal in the first month. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. In this case, our unpaid balance is 3 grand. So we're going to go loan times my interest rate is 4.5. Watch up here, 4.5 divided by 100. I just want to make sure you do that. Don't wing it, right? A lot of students do this. It's close enough. It's just missing a 0. It's a huge difference, right? So if you're not sure, just go ahead and divide it by 100 and make sure you get that right. Okay? So this is 0.045, and that stays the same in this for this question. So when you do this, you get 1125. That's how much interest you pay first, and it has to be smaller than your payment, folks. If you get $1,000 or something, go back because your payment is only 68. It's only a slice of your payment. Okay. Over here we go 68.64 minus 11.25. And that gives you 57.39. And the principal, folks, takes your unpaid balance down. So we go minus. Let's get this line down before the snowblower tunes me out. So we subtract that, and you get 2,942 and 61. Rounding is very, very important to get that right. And the only time you need to really worry about it is right here. This is where your rounding can get everything wrong. If you calculate this and you don't round properly, it's going to carry over everywhere. Fill this in now on your own. I will give you the answers in a bit. I'm going to slowly work through this quietly. There are the numbers. This would be $33.10. I'm just adding up the principal cells. $172.82. The bottom one here, I'm not going to do it right now. And we're just going to leave it. But if you're keen on trying one more, I'll give you the answer, like the last number you're supposed to get, so you can, prepare. Because it could show up on ACs moving forward. Okay. Let me just tell you here. go to this question down here and just write this number down. 9467.73. Just right at the corner here. So if you get that, then obviously you know you did it right. Okay. Then I would like you to grab your worksheet booklet, the skinnier one, right? You should all have a copy. Work on pages 2 to 3 in the workbook. And I will, you have 20 minutes today. I would like you to use at least 15 of those, right? I get it if the last 5 you're kind of, slowing down a bit. And it looks like this. I'll just show you on the screen real quick. It says vehicle finance review questions, number 1. So that's on page 2. So this goes through new, used, depreciation, the whole thing. On page 3, watch this, on page 3, right, you have a question that morphs into financing, and furthermore, it morphs into, you guessed it, an amortization table at the end, where you take that loan and you break it down into all these components. So I'll give you some time. You're not going to finish it today, I get it. So you'll do a little bit today, as much as you can, and I'll give you a little bit tomorrow to work on. So I would say if you don't finish page 2 today, you should be doing some of that as homework. And then I'll give you time to do the second page tomorrow in class. How's that? And I'll post the key as well. If you don't have this booklet, let me know. I can borrow you one.